Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. Picking signs of my wicked rhymes. Look at the time. Sick as the mind of the motherfucking kid that's behind. All this commotion, emotions run deep as oceans exploding. Tempers flaring from parents. Just blow them off and keep going. Not taking nothing from no one. Give them hell long as I'm breathing. Keep kicking ass in the morning and taking names in the evening. Leave them with the taste of sour as vinegar in their mouth. See, they can trigger me, but they'll never figure me out. Look at me now. I bet you're probably sick of me now. I hate your mama. I'ma make you look so ridiculous now.
I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet.
Therapy.
Oh, whoa, ha, ha, ha.
Whoa, ha, ha.
Whoa, ha, 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 ha.
Whoa, ha, ha.
Whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, ha.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
that's it. We don't need no more of that.
E mi dispiace, pure se so capace, purtroppo mi fa troppo male parlare.
Everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. We are back.
Yeah.
After the holiday. Hope you all had a wonderful giving day, a day of thanks. Hopefully, you honored our, fallen ancestors who were sold at half price, according to Tony Braxton and Jill Scott.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm never letting that go. Listen, cultural impact. It's up there with the slap.
Never let it go. Somebody told me somebody validated me so hard yesterday. Somebody gonna get mad, but I don't care. They were like, you know what? Something is off with Jill Scott. And I was like, I've been saying it. I was like, we see each other. We see each other. That lady is very talented, but she's unwell.
Yeah. She is.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. She's of the... I'm pissed some other people off. People who write poetry are weird. And, I'm not going to hold you, there is just, because, there's, people this is a poem, and it's, 4 words that don't make sense or whatever, and it's, high art or whatever, and they try to, shame you, you don't get them.
See, that's that's not poetry.
Word you scribbled on a fucking napkin, and all of a sudden it's a poem. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know what I mean?
It would be
have you
mother, father, sister, brother,
are
family.
Super self-righteous. When I tell you, they get Scarface high on their own supply.
No, I have a home. I got a couple of artsy fartsy homegirls, but they're realistic people and they know me. So when we all have different things, we know who to bring to what. And so my one homegirl was like, I wasn't inviting you to this event. I've invited our other homegirl because I knew you were going to come in here and roll your eyes all the way to the back of your head. And I was like, you already know. Because I hate a pretentious, fake, deep nigga so bad. This shit is not cute. This is not
It's so funny
good.
Because the mid-2000s was nothing filled but with pretentious negrotality. You know what I mean?
I know.
Negro too.
In a kufi or a fucking Fat Albert hat.
I'm telling you, I wore a kufi every day straight for most of undergrad.
We talk about the insufferable because we used to be one.
Yeah, because we used to be one. Yeah. We can't talk about prior enemies without going through the mud first.
Exactly. So, I hate a fake deep ass nigga, and I art is to like I love art shows when it's art. When I go in there and I'm like, nigga, you see the art? You see the art here, nigga? You see what they did?
Yeah.
Like, you see with their hands? Like, you see? Y'all put some paint on your knees and, like, stomped around on your fucking knees like
that's what used to kill
Roscoe.
me about that. Yeah, that's what used to kill me about that fucking new agey art museum in the Bowery. The one that's covered in tinfoil.
No, I hate that shit. No, and that's hot, nigga. That's a hazard, okay? No, I'm reporting you.
It's this big ass museum with like 2 things in it because art.
Nah, I hate when I go. It's big and white, and then all of the pieces is like a canvas with a piece in the corner, like a little.
And there's always some weird performance piece with like a white woman scrubbing the water, like the floor.
Yes, get this piece of burger art out of here. This is not art.
I fucking hate it.
I fucking hate it so much. I like real artists that I can identify as art.
Yeah, but like every poem, like they're just always so like self high and mighty and maybe listen again. Maybe I'm
who
just
are
not
us?
that astute.
No, that's who are us? Like,
I don't know me. Like it's for y'all. It's for y'all. Just for me, I just think. A lot of the people who, write poetry, are a little weird. And this is wrong being weird. It's just a little weird.
In my own...
Scott just falls into that category.
She just happens to. But she makes great music. She actually makes the art. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
Don't stop her from writing poetry and being weird.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Revelation, Deuteronomy, like, all of that. Even in my own field, nigga, let me tell you something. I love a culinary experience. I love a high-end culinary experience. But if you come to me with 6 plates of gastric foam, I'm flipping shit the fuck over. I don't want this. Nigga, I want food I can eat, nigga. Like,
can I tell you something? I am so sick. Like, I don't know who told, like, there's like a general chef's council. And they say, like, this is going to be like the food item of the year, right? And then they just bastardize whatever the fuck it is. Like, if I see ube anything else, they got fucking ube lube now. That's fucking crazy.
Wait, no, you're lying. No, they don't. Hold on. No, they don't. Hold on. No, they don't. Because why the fuck would you even do that? Who the fuck asked for sweet potato lube? Hold on. Ube lube. Oh.
Exactly. Exactly.
Babe Land, we need to have a talk.
we need to have discourse.
This is 50 milliliters of sweet potato juice for you to put in your sweet potato. I don't like that.
I told you. I don't get it. Like, and...
nigga, hold on. This is not ube, nigga. This is Uber lube.
That's Uber lube. No, they do have ube lube.
Wait, ube
flavored lube. I should say that.
Lube. No, that's what I have to type in Google. I was typing like, Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
What the hell was that? Did you hear that? We've been having lo-fi in planes. That was weird. Like, it shook the apartment. That's why I'm like, what is happening? But yes, back to
yeah, ube don't belong. I've had a ube ice cream that's fabulous. I had a ube latte this weekend. Fantastic. I don't want it in a lube.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like the community at large here be bastardized and shit. Like, not everything needs chili oil. Like, remember the chili oil craze when white people discovered it and all of a sudden it's like, it's in canon? They're
like, oh my God, every morning I eat eggs and avocado with a little bit of chili crunch. And I'm like, all right, but like, Bitch, I love a chili crunch, bitch. But
yeah, it's not like it's not a okay. Okay.
Ramses did that on Love in the Pods when he was like, I'm making some eggs and some feta and some chili. And I was like, oh, y'all, even your breakfast makes me sick. Like, it sounds delicious, but I hate the concept of y'all.
Did you see Black Russian from Love is Blind or the Black Serbian?
3/5?
Yeah. No, that's Black Steven.
Oh, yeah.
No.
3 parts. 3 parts best and 1 part cool.
3 parts best and 2 parts cool. No. The one that had kids that didn't want to, like, they were his side babies or
yeah, Big T. That's big.
So yeah,
Big Tyler, Big Trauma.
He went on a podcast, so you know how that goes. And so he was talking about how he wants nothing to do with that other family, but the host was like, "But nigga, that's your family. Like, this is your kid, and like these are, yeah." And then the guy was just like, "No, I'm cool."
Was the wife there?
No.
Because she's in the vortex. She's in the vortex. Like mama is caught up. She's in the sauce. Like she's lost in it. He said so now he just don't want nothing to do with them.
He out here. And see, this is what I told you all. This is a job career opportunity for people. Like as soon as they, get a little whiff of fame or potential of fame, then they go balls to the wall.
They lose their motherfucking shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And say weird shit and do shit like that because they feel like, well, it's above me now.
Fascination.
No, it's so interesting.
And she wants to stay married to this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because love is the prize.
Because love is the prize.
That's nasty work. Well, speaking of fuck them kids, we have an episode for you all where we're going to read some fun Reddit stories. We do not have a news update this week as we are recording ahead of time. By several weeks. So, as much as I do know, I don't know the future that much. So, but I can probably guarantee you that it's still not good. So we won't have an update this week, but we're going to have a little fun and we're going to read about fuck them kids. So do we pay our bills? No. Take it away, XD.
Again, happy holidays, everybody. Tell a friend that we're on each and every week, every Friday, even during this holiday season. You can catch us. Brand new episodes here every week. You can find us on all socials, including Blue Sky. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It's freer than you and me.
Yep.
Join our Discord. That's where the Agents of Chaos, our listeners and supporters of the show, live. And most importantly, join our Patreon. We have exclusive holiday programming coming to you and all that jazz. So without further ado, let's take a break and we'll be back with interesting Reddit stories. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
When you're sliding into first and you're feeling something burst, diarrhea. When you're sliding into third and you juicy turd, diarrhea. When you're sliding into home and your shirts are full of foam, diarrhea.
And we're back. Happy holidays again, everybody. So today there is, after the holiday hoopla, it's time for some negativity. Everybody was cheery and fa la 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 la, or if you watch the Christmas Story, fa ra 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 ra. And so it's time to get a little negative. And so, if you're not on Reddit is a hellscape, yes, but there are some gems there. And we decided to do a deep dive where people who have children in the stories of them hating their children.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these could be found on Am I the Asshole? Am I the Devil? Which is the Reddit above Am I the Asshole? Because that shows how evil you are. There's Get Off My Chest, where you're just ranting. So they're everywhere. So
Okay.
buckle in. There's some high drums, okay?
All right.
It's not title. I hate my kids. It's not my first rant, and it won't be my last. I just genuinely hate motherhood. I hate my kids. I mean, I love them because they're my kids, but I hate them because they've made my life miserable. I wanted a family. I planned all my kids. I have 3. And I was fine with the sleepless nights and the mess and chaos and craziness for the last several years. In the last few years, though, I'm just done. I'm over it. Thing is, they're all autistic. No, she evil. Not severely by any means, but autism does have to be severe to make your life miserable. And that's what happened. Nothing's ever okay. There's always a problem, always a sensory issue or something. Do something to help fix one kid's issue and it triggers another issue. It triggers an issue for another one. I'm over it. I hate it. I hate my life. I could handle the chaos and mess and craziness if there was even one redeeming thing about being their mother, but there's not.
Oh my God.
Can't go on family outings or activities because autism. Have to stick to a strict schedule because autism. No spur of the moment. Hey, why don't we go here or do this?
Oh
nope,
my God.
because autism. I know. I regret having them. I miss having time with my husband. I miss having freedom. Not total freedom. Like I said, I wanted a family and I pictured having fun doing things as a family, but that's not how things panned out, and I'm miserable. Every day I wake up pissed off that I woke up.
Damn.
If there was someone that would take them all together, no one will take more than one at a time
Oh
for an
my
overnight
God.
or a weekend every now
Oh.
and then. Maybe I'd be okay. But nope, because autism. I'm at a point that if I could find someone else to raise them, I would, because they deserve someone to raise them with love and compassion, and I can't offer them that. It's not their fault. I know that, but it doesn't change the hate that I've developed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this type of episode is going to be.
Oh my gosh.
What is the reason that you drop your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. These are valid. This is a valid emotion because
Mama is
raising a
drained.
special needs child is hard.
No, it is. Raising
Yeah.
a child is hard. And so you add
Yeah.
the additional element of special needs. There's a level of patience that you definitely have to have in general. But also, girl, also.
What part of this made you think that any of this was going to be easy and fun?
Like
That's
you
why I hate
planned
people.
this very step-by-step family matters ass fucking life for yourself, not considering the fact that you literally have zero control over the types of humans you were going to birth. It could not be autism. You could have a child who feels nothing and hates your fucking guts just because. Like, you can have a child with all kinds of things going on, and you didn't consider that. You said, my family is going to look like. You put an expectation out there that is completely unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. And where's your husband in all of this? Is he Is he providing any type of like support for you? Because it seems like you're taking the brunt of this, which is even fueling
Sound like
more of your resentment.
she's drained as fuck is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and 3 kids is a lot. I get it, and and them all having autism, yes, is a possibility, but something tells me that I don't know if that's true. I feel like a lot of times, if you assume one has one, then people are like, no, they all have it too, because you're just so strained and stressed out. You haven't even taken the time. You know what I mean? Like, I also think people aren't necessarily doing their due diligence to actually communicate with their children.
No, not at
You know what I
all,
mean?
nigga.
Like
And that's a job. Like that. You need to do that if you're gonna. It's a relationship, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do to develop relationships? It, like you said, it sounds like what is your husband doing? Because it sounds to me like your resentment might be misplaced if you are this burnt out. Unless it's both of y'all burnt out together and you're just like, nah, like dead ass, I hate this shit. Which you can't make somebody love parenthood.
No.
God damn. She said, if I could find somebody to take all these niggas, I absolutely would. That is crazy.
And
I'm sorry. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. I've never heard anybody who was like this fuck this shit. Like,
they just sad.
God damn. Well, the next one is very short.
Okay.
Concise and to the point. The title, You'll Miss Them When They're Little. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I prefer to have my time back. Story done.
Reclaim your time, King. I know a man wrote that.
It could be a woman.
I don't give a shit. I want my time back. I want to go play golf.
I want my club body back, bitch. Like, I'm ready to studio.
That's what I forgot.
What?
So I forgot to tell you a few weeks ago what I did. Because this is December. Yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened to me on November 19th. Total stop this. Because this is all relevant.
Okay.
I hate my kids. Hold on. So, you know how sometimes I feel like I'm Jane Goodall and I have to roam through habitats and document and discover things?
Yeah.
So, my curiosity and my peak of sociological interest got me.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent 2 days watching Baddies.
Now,
the baddies are back. I know you guys missed me. We're gonna shut down these cities. That's what we're gonna do.
We outside. You ready to turn up? That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
We collectively agreed.
Yeah. But this is all related to the Reddit story.
Okay.
Now,
wait, hold on, pause. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Baddies is the one. Baddies is on the network with the nigga with the dead eyes.
Yes, Zeus. This is Natalie Nunn Chin.
Okay.
Natalie Nunn's faction of the internet.
This is the show where when they went to a restaurant, a black-owned restaurant, the nigga said, absolutely not, y'all can't come in. Mm-hmm. Wait, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm caught up. Who's on this show?
Fight in this. Well, it's a traveling circus, right? So there's baddies, and then they audition in each city. So it's literally Bad Girls Club, but they've changed it a bit and added competition.
Auntie edition.
Yeah, because there's Baddies West, there's Baddies East, Baddies South, and I'm currently watching Baddies Midwest.
No, that sounds.
Now,
Where's that in Indiana?
Well, they go on tour because in the first episode they went to Oklahoma, and this is where the Reddit story comes in, because they go to Oklahoma to see Krishan. Now, you remember Krishan is Blueface's baby mom.
Oh, Tooth.
Krishan Rock.
Yeah, right. Tooth.
Now, Krishan was on Baddies, but she had to leave because two things. One is more important than the other, but she became a mother and then she got arrested and had to do time. I'll let you decide to her which one was more important. So then...
The juxtaposition.
Because it's important.
Okay.
So So they go, it's Natalie Nunn and a whole bunch of other people, women, they're all going on a trip. Like they're just touring the Midwest, picking up bitches and fighting and clubbing and being baddies. So they get to Oklahoma because they go to visit Krishan.
Okay.
Now, Krishan's sister is on the show. And apparently Krishan and her sister had a falling out. I don't know the lore of the history of this show, so I'm just walking in. So Krishan is in there. Mind you, the baby got fetal alcohol syndrome, and I'll get to that in a second. And so Krishan's sister is like, she's been spreading rumors and lies about me and what's going on and yada, yada, yada. So they finally have a sit down. I'm cutting a whole bunch of stuff out.
Okay.
Krishan she gaslights and stuff like her baby daddy or whatever, but then she just casually lets it slip out at the very end of the episode that her sister,
okay,
come here, mommy, come take care of me. Like, come here, precious, come take care of me. You get what I'm stepping in? That was her sister S.A.'d Krishan.
Oh, no.
And that's why. And then ended it. But then the retaliation was, I don't know what you're talking about. And then her sister was like, girl, you drank your entire pregnancy. And production was crazy because they went back and showed every time this bitch was drinking while pregnant.
See, this is why I said that motherfucking nigga is dead inside.
I'm telling you.
He needs to be, you... Put down. Where's my downfall list? Because I need to officially. Where are you at? Let me. Terrence Fontaine.
There's a town in California named Gilroy, and it's the garlic capital of the world. They should all live there because that is demon. That is inhumane. That is like, why would you air that shit? Like, America has a problem, and we all know there's racism that's a problem and all that good stuff. But there's also some shit, diabolical shit here.
The dead eyes from Zeus. Yeah.
And I know you Googled that exact thing.
No. I just put him on my downfall list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yes, I had to tell you that. Like, I have more thoughts about Baddies, but that was the main thing. I was like,
so, okay, wait.
God.
Okay, rewind. I just need clarification. So who sat down with Christian?
Her sister.
Her sister sat down with her to talk about what
some rumors that were going around to heal their relationship. And nobody understood why they...
because her sister essayed her in the past.
Because Krishan had her sister jumped last season.
Okay.
I don't know why. Again, don't know the lore.
Okay.
However... Episode 1 of this new season of Baddies Midwest that premiered maybe 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. They had a sit down. Her sister, Tedeschi, whatever. Latifah's her real name.
Okay.
Latifah and Christian had a sit down.
Okay.
And they tried to hash it out.
Mm-hmm.
Krishan didn't really give it anything for most of it until the very end of the episode where she was like, yeah, when I was 7 on Crenshaw, you made me eat your pussy. Right.
And her sister's older than her, clearly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Latifah, her sister, was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, that's defaming me and my character. But the way she said it, Krishan said it, I was like, I believe it.
Oh.
And then it went on to her sister Latifah talking about every time that she was drinking while pregnant. And then you see the little baby because they blurred the baby's face out, and you could tell the baby is...
I'm surprised they do that.
...is unwell. Like, you could tell the baby is unwell.
Oh, the parents, those parents...
Like, that child... And there's pictures out there of that child out there without the blur. That child definitely has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh, my word.
So, yeah. But I watched Baddies Midwest because... curiosity definitely killed the cat, you know?
Yeah.
But we should take a break.
Yeah. We need to reset because I'm spinning,
I'm sorry.
nigga. I'm spinning.
Let's take a break and we'll be back after this. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
It's not your fault, Henry. Mark is going through some difficult things.
Is he okay?
What do you mean?
Maybe I shouldn't say anything. But the way he acts when nobody's around.
And we're back. I hate my kids. is today's theme.
Now I see why you told me that story. Yeah, that lady, and I don't even think that she hates that baby. I just think, what the fuck kind of childhood did y'all have? Like, and this is not...
Anybody who shows up on these type of programs lets me know that somebody
all that I need
has
to
been
know.
in a group home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Half of them been in a group home and half of them had the fantasy of being in a group home.
Yeah. Do the young people know about being in a group home?
Yes, nigga. Like,
listen, I've never lived in one, but I worked with people to,
nigga,
get
there were
them in there when it wasn't safe.
There will always be orphans. As long as there's humans, because humans are fucked up rotten, there will always be orphans.
Yeah.
That's just the fuck. So there's always going to be a group home of sorts because there's not enough niggas to take all of the children that need to be took.
Yeah. I was watching House Hunters and there is this white family who was buying a home, and it was literally like a whole resort that they were trying to buy because they wanted to house 8 to 9 children as foster parents. And so they end up buying this old resort in Maine somewhere and rented it out because you have to each child has to have their own room.
Yeah, there's very strict rules.
And so yeah, they did it. It was so interesting.
What was their spirits like?
I don't know. I can't recall that, but I just thought it was interesting that they were doing they wanted to have this many children.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Also to add to this idea of yes, there are orphan children are everywhere and they need a place.
Yeah. But white people want to jump on a plane and go adopt a whole bunch of babies from China or Ghana, you know what I'm saying, and come back over here as if there's not 9 million people in this country that need to be adopted as well.
Yeah. You ready for next story?
I don't know. I don't know. After that bitch was like, fuck motherhood, I hate pregnancy, I hate kids, I hate mine, I hate my house. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Oof, goodness. Okay. Title 2. I hate my kid. I was on the fence about having kids. Wife and I had been together for 10 years and she always wanted them, but I knew I was undecided. To be honest, I was probably always more on the no kid side more than anything. Either way, she knew my feelings. We'd talked about it. But we're crazy about each other and always have been. We get married and have baby talk again, and a few years later, we get married and have the baby talk again a few years later. She basically says she's gonna leave me to find someone who does want kids if I don't. So we start trying. I didn't react the best when I found out she was pregnant. Think I was really hoping it wouldn't happen because we were both mid-30s. I hate him. I hate the way he looks, the way he smells,
the
fucking crying that's non-fucking stop. I hate the smell of formula. I hate the smell of his piss. I hate all of his shit just lying around the house. I try to keep the place tidy, but fuck knows how it gets so bad. Don't get me wrong. I really fucking tried with this. I've gone full dad mode with the 3 a.m. feeds and nappy changes and doing my bit as a dad, but nothing I do seems to change how I feel. Oh, these are British people. I just hate being around him. I feel like I have no emotional attachment to him. I don't look at him and think, oh, that's my son. I just think, oh, fuck off. And he's probably picking up on that because he doesn't smile at me, doesn't really react to anything I do while he's all happy and smiley with his mom. I feel like a slave now because I do all the cooking, most of the cleaning, and I work while she just carries him around and doesn't really have time for me.
Oh, he's horny.
Everything has just gone to shit since he was born, and I hate him for it. I know I shouldn't because he's biologically mine, and it's not his fault, and honestly, I really hate that I feel this way. I don't want to feel this way, but I can't help it. I've tried to distract myself from feeling this way by cutting myself, and when my wife caught me, she went crazy at me.
Oh my God.
I don't have the best mental health history, and all this has just made it worse. I want to stop feeling the way I do, but genuinely don't know how to. The wife knows how I feel, and I think she just keeps out of my way to avoid any bad energy or me having to be around the kid. But it's not a big house, so it's hard. I just dread coming home at the end of the day now, and I'm having thoughts I shouldn't be having. I was laying on the sofa last night, wondering how long I could leave the gas stove on before I die.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking depressed as shit, and I hate it. Love my wife, hate my kid.
What did we learn during the pandemic? All of us. What did we add to our collective knowledge base? Anybody learn anything? Pick up a skill? Do something new? What did you do? Come on.
I hate my kids.
You hate your kids.
That nigga said, I hate my gums. I hate my kids' gums because they black. I hate his keys because they black. I hate
my kids so much. I'm willing to end my life on this planet so I don't have to share it with this nigga
because
anymore.
This giggling, innocent child. I'm sorry.
I told you, these are so fucked up, but I laugh because I'm like, well, maybe you should.
No, you need to leave them both to their own. You need to leave them alone. Like you gotta leave them alone. Like you need to go put on a backpack and head to Asia and go find yourself or whatever the case is, because this ain't the life for you. And the other conversation about this is when y'all get in relationships, these like earth-shaking foundational differences. Like if you are dead the fuck set, you don't want kids, and another person is dead the fuck set that they do, both of you all need to count your motherfucking blessings and losses, shake hands, and part the fuck ways, because somebody's gonna be resentful later. And now you're sitting over here seething at an 8-month-old. And
pissed, like fucking fucked your bitch. But
right.
It's like, no.
It's like kicking cans of Enfamil, like just.
Yeah. I hate the way formulas smell. I hate the way,
like literally
everything.
This nigga probably be putting boxes of diapers in the house, like just kicking them over, like, oh, fuck this nigga. And this nigga is literally just starting Solid Foods. Like that's that's crazy.
Literally watching Bluey.
Okay.
And you
and you're over here like
downfall.
Thinking
of ways to make this nigga's life miserable. When the time comes.
And also,
you have to leave.
You need to go. And on the other side, the mother, she needs to put you out. You know what I'm saying? You're not, and y'all need to start talking to each other about your shit before you start procreating and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just said, I'm cutting myself to get away from a kid who is still sucking off the titty. This is dangerously horny. Is what this is.
And she should have left him when she was like, I'll find somebody who will. Okay. And he should have stayed on business. Like, yeah, you hate being lonely and hate breaking up because it's such a process. But like, listen, the
implications.
Look at your life now.
Yeah.
You want to kill yourself. That's some real James Evans shit. Like, I am going to die so I don't have to deal with this anymore.
You're going to ruin this kid's life with your nasty ass fucking energy for the rest of your days because you hate them. You need to go off somewhere and go find some healing. That's what you need to do. You need to go off somewhere And you need to go to the store for some cigarettes. That's what you need to do. You need to go to the store for some cigarettes. Or like, what's that show I watch? Who the Fuck Did I Marry? When this lady was married to this nigga for years, kids, all kinds of shit, and found out this nigga was a Cuban. A motherfucking a Cuban double agent. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Found this nigga literally one day she came home and this nigga's stuff was gone. Out the top.
Oh, yes, you told me. I remember this. Like, that was a wild...
She was like, where the fuck? And found out this nigga is literally out like capturing immigrants in the ocean. And
had no ties to her. He was like, no.
No, I'm good. That's what you need to do. You need to cut ties.
Yeah.
Okay, well, give me another one because you clearly you brought the broth. Can't you weather the storm of this episode? You brought the rain, nigga.
I have 2 more stories, and I'm going to read them both to you.
Okay.
One's a real doozy. Well, they both are.
More than what we already.
But, oh yes, I've organized them where they progressively get worse.
What? We just read Fathers of Euphoria. Why? Oh my God.
Listen, I organized this like Jeff Probst on Survivor. Let me count the votes, okay?
And you got me out here with no flint, nigga. I am just barely surviving off of ocean salt. Like, this is okay. Exactly. Ooh, let me brace myself. All right.
Ooh. Okay. I hate my son. Okay. I hate my son with every fiber of my being, and I don't feel bad about it anymore. I know this makes me sound like the worst father in the world, but I'm past the point of caring.
Oh my!
I absolutely hate my son. And no, this isn't just me being upset over some typical teenage rebellion or argument gone too far. He's 21 now, and I can confidently say he is just a terrible person. Now, I gotta be honest, at some point as a parent, you do realize it's above me now. Like, I did what I could do. Now, how they interpreted that information is beyond me.
Right. You know, mothers be like, again, I told you before, the nigga stole my refrigerator, but my love is endless. Sometimes you have got to know when to cut ties. Okay, I'm listening.
Know when to fold them, okay? It started young. He was always the kid who picked on others. Oh, see, the kid had bad vibes already.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll never forget when he broke a classmate's arm on the playground in 3rd grade on purpose. The school had to get involved, and even then, he just didn't care. No remorse, no apology. I thought it was just a phase or something he'd grow out of, but it only got worse. Fast forward to his teenage years, he started stealing. Not just little things like a few bucks from my wallet, but serious stuff. Last year, he somehow got into our bank account and drained our savings. Thousands of dollars gone, and he used it all on drinking, gambling, and who knows what else. We found out when the bank called us about suspicious activity, and when I confronted him, he just shrugged. No apology, no explanation. He didn't even try to deny it. He just doesn't care. All right.
I can't believe it.
He's cheated on every girl he's ever dated and then has the audacity to laugh about it like it's some kind of joke. He disrespects everyone around him. When he doesn't get his way, he throws tantrums. He's punched holes in walls and smashed things in the house, and once even threatened to hit me. I've had to walk on eggshells in my own home for years now, just waiting for the next explosion. His presence is like this dark, toxic cloud that sucks the life out of everyone. We've tried everything. Therapy, family interventions, tough love, soft love, everything. Not exorcism. None of it has worked. And at this point, I'm exhausted. I don't even recognize him anymore. And honestly, I don't want him around. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. I'm just done. I don't feel guilty about it either. Not anymore. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. TLDR, my 21-year-old son is manipulative, violent, and has no empathy. He's stolen from us, drained our savings, and shows no remorse for any of it. I'm tired and I don't want him in my life anymore, and I don't feel getting guilty about it. Edit. I'm planning on kicking him out and have a talk with him about why it's happening. He needs to face the reality of his actions. Edit 2. I finally kicked my son out, and I ended up reporting him too. I won't go into details, it's just too painful. Honestly, I feel both relieved and lost. It feels like a weight has lifted, but I'm completely drained from everything that's happened. I never thought I'd reach this point, but thanks to everyone who offered advice, it really helped me find the strength to take action, even though I'm still unsure about what's next. Just trying to get through each day. Whoa.
How about the fact that I hate my son? I come home, he's sitting on the computer in his fucking underwear, wasting his time in some chit-chat room, going back and forth with some other fucking jerk-off, giggling like a little schoolgirl. Wanna fucking smash his fucking face in.
I'm no Dr. Joy, but I'm sensing a bit of maybe a narcissistic personality disorder.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is sociopathic, sociopathic isn't the term anymore, but there's literally psychotic breaks that you see in the story, the way he wrote it.
Yeah.
Disassociating his no remorse or empathy or like.
Sir, this is your fault because you
had to get
y'all be letting problems go on too long. Too long. 21. And you were raising the good son for 20. And then when he said, I'm planning to kick him out the house, why is he still there?
And he eventually did. This is like an episode on Chicago Med where, and I only remember this because Estapatha Merkerston had to step in. So like, so there was this kid who was like sick and dying in the hospital, and they all thought it was like the daddy who was like the abuser or whatever, because the wife was all skittish and scared and acting like she was abused and whatever the fuck. Turns out it was the other 7-year-old son who was a fucking demon spawn.
Macaulay Culkin.
Kill his brother and try to kill his mama. And the daddy was not because he was abusive, because he was trying to protect his son. I was like, that's crazy. Sometimes like that tweet said, sometimes kids have bad vibes.
Sometimes the kid got bad vibes. Because at first I was like, oh, he's a bully? What's he experiencing? But then this kid was just born with bad vibes. Like, this kid is Rosemary's Baby. This is the Omen. You know what I'm saying? And you you recognize the problem early, but you just let it continue.
You let it continue. And yeah, first of all, and then your kid being your biggest op, draining your savings, like that's
nigga. I got a
furniture moving.
I got a relative. When I tell you, this nigga has wreaked havoc all over the place, including he had an old girlfriend at a time. And when we all found about this old girlfriend, we were like, oh, he's about to, yeah. And lo and behold, this nigga drained her whole fucking account. And then, about a year later, she went on to wherever she went on to. Spiritually. And yeah. Sometimes you got, in this particular, like this was one of them kids that they let the problem go on too long.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
This is terrible.
For our final story.
Oh my God.
Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And there's really a shifting in values in our society from the millennials, like people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, and they have a different idea about the power dynamic in the relationship in terms of them establishing more of the boundaries that they want to have in a relationship and the quality of a relationship they want to have.
Are they the ones cutting off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
This dark ass episode.
I know, I'm excited. It's good. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is a long one, so I said strap in.
Okay.
This one is titled, I Hate My Daughter.
Diversity.
Yeah. I know this will make me seem bad and all, but above all, I really just need a place to vent. This comes from the True Off My Chest Reddit, by the way.
Okay.
Subreddit, excuse me. I can't talk about it with my friends or family, nor do I really want to. I'm 27 and I've had a friends with benefits situation with a guy I went to college with. Let's call him Mark. We were both young and not ready for a relationship. Then I got pregnant. I told Mark about it since I wanted to discuss our options. Abortion, adoption, or even giving him custody if he wanted to. I never wanted kids, so I'd be fine with any compromise. However, Mark didn't take it well. I remember him insisting we could make it work, especially since we were both in our last year of college. He wanted to get married and for us to be a family. I refused. He got his family involved. They called and texted me all the time, even showing up at my part-time job. I know I have no one to blame but myself, but I gave up. I had too many things going on at that time, like the loss of my mother, the stress with the rest of the family, and some stuff going on with my best friend that I won't get into. I remember feeling horrible, but I relented and agreed to keep the baby, although I still refused to get married to Mark. Now we have a 5-year-old daughter together. I'm a mess. I never wanted to have kids, and although I'm trying, I can't feel any motherly love for her. What makes it worse is that she's genuinely a good kid. She doesn't throw tantrums much at all. She's always kind, and she doesn't expect much. I feel guilty for hating her. I feel bad all the time. I only get to have her on the weekends, and Mark has her every other day, but that doesn't make me feel better. She talks about wanting to see me and her dad together, but I just can't. I screamed at her once when she drew a little picture of me and Mark holding hands. I apologized after, but I still felt so guilty. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to write everything down and get it off my chest. I know I'm a bad mother, I know it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to be better. I don't know if I want to be better. I just want to give up my parental rights, but even the thought makes me feel even worse. I'm stuck in a hell of my own making. I know I should have fought harder and probably just aborted her. Damn me for being weak, I guess.
Oh my God. No, damn you for being weak now, bitch. Let this child go. This pleasant ray of sunshine that you are about to fucking ruin with all of your own shit. Let this child motherfucking go. Let her fucking go. Like and listen, it's not your fault for how you feel. But do not be sitting up here talking about I feel guilty if I let her. No, let her go, nigga. She is going to thrive. It is going to be the best thing that ever happened for her.
Answer me. Who are you?
It's Big Green!
Let that child alone. I have never taken orders from anyone. Now you will.
Yeah. Like, this is about to sound, people have called me a misandrist, which I think is stupid because I am a man and I identify as one, but I recognize our shortcomings as men, right?
Yeah.
But
you're a realist.
When it comes to reproductive rights and things, I do think, yes, you can consult the father of the child and whatever, but it's ultimately your body.
Hello.
Like, your health, your psychological and social experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, the man can leave and not necessarily be looked on as an aberration or anything wrong or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when a woman abandons their kids, or even as the non-custodial parent, because there's women out there who are the breadwinners and just aren't the custodial parent. And, you know, even that, you know, riddled with opposition. Like, how can you be a good mother if you're blah, 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 blah. I feel like you would be the best mother to this little girl if you left.
I think the little girl looks just like, she must look like a daddy.
Uh-huh.
Because I really think she hates the daddy with her whole ass. Like, I think she, like, hates his fucking guts, and that kid looks like her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Update.
Oh.
Some things have happened, and I need to write them down. Maybe even get some insight. I'll call my daughter Abby for the sake of this post. I ended up telling Mark about my desire to change the custody arrangement and maybe even removing my parental rights. Many people here agreed that it's the best choice for both me and for Abby.
Yeah, bitch.
He didn't take it well and actually texted me about it through the week. He insisted we could work out whatever was bothering me. We agreed a while ago that texting is okay, but calls are for emergencies only. So when he called me on Friday evening and pleaded with me to come see Abby, I agreed. This is what I really need to talk about. I've seen Abby cry before, but this was something else. She had a complete meltdown, screaming and crying once I got there. She just clung to my leg and screamed at me not to leave her. Why did I want to leave her? What did she do wrong? I cried. I was honestly horrified with how badly she reacted. Mark's mom ended up telling Abby that I was planning on leaving her and she's not going to come to my house this weekend. I had to take Abby to my place sooner than expected, and Mark actually spent the night over as well. He said he's too concerned with Abby and me to leave us alone. I'm completely lost. Even with the way I said that I want to give up my parental rights, I just can't do it now. The image of Abby crying and pleading with me not to leave is just stuck in my mind. I feel hopeless about the entire situation. Currently, I'm lying with Abby on the couch and she's watching TV. She hasn't really left my side since yesterday. I'm used to her pointing at the TV while talking about her favorite characters of what cartoon is on. Right now, she's just laying by my side and staying quiet. I can hear Mark moving around in the kitchen. He called in sick to work and said he's staying here for the weekend. I have no idea what to do, and I'm sorry, but I no longer want to leave Abby, but that's not an option anymore. Edit. I just like to edit and ask for some suggestions about online therapy. Mark is already looking as therapist for Abby in the area, but I'd like some individual therapy I could attend online.
Okay, yeah, she got some issues.
She does. She, first of all, his family is weird and violent, emotionally violent, because why would you tell that baby that? Your mommy is not going to come anymore. She doesn't want you. So clearly she's going to be like clingy and whatever, and you are weaponizing that so your son, because why is he over there
the mom is
sleeping over?
The father is the problem.
Yeah, he's the father because he wants to con her into a relationship that she doesn't want. She didn't want this relationship, and now he's got his weird mama, on his side.
It's not. She might. The relationship probably was very unhealthy.
It was just a fuck with friends with benefits situation, and he tried to make it a thing. This also lets me know he might be ugly, and he trying to lock it down.
This is a reverse trap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. He poked a hole in the condom.
Mm-hmm.
This lady is trapped, and she doesn't blame the child.
That's what I appreciate. None of these people, except for that one who's the demon child.
No.
Yeah, y'all got to report him. Call the law.
But
everyone else, they've been like
that British nigga needs to eat a bad batch of beans or something. Because
I meant in the sense of like the children have not been the problem except for that one who stole from the family.
These are all unwell, very sick people. That's what happened. You see, this is why niggas talk about legacy and lineage and all types of things.
Boo.
Cut some of these lines right the fuck off, okay? Cut them off because you all are spreading your sepsis, okay? Your colostomy bags are busting all over humanity, and we'd be better off. We would be better off. Don't put me... Get them out of here. Now, the nigga with the 21-year-old demon,
Yeah, y'all got to put that one down.
that's cutting the line in a different way.
You better call the constable wherever y'all live.
Right. Because this nigga's coming to light your house on fire. You put him out and you're still in the same space, you are not safe, sir.
He go get a burrito bowl out of a cat. Like, you know what I mean? Like y'all got to leave him.
I told you I've been watching United States of Terror. And he like that little feral, the little feral one that came later on. Just you can't do nothing with that. You got to put it down. You got to put that down.
Yeah.
No. The point of this entire episode is legacy means nothing. Like, cut some of this shit off at the knees. Yeah, that's my takeaway.
Well, that's today's episode.
I pray the peace of all of these children, and except for that one.
Except for that one.
Except for that one. Yeah.
Until next time, friends. Bye.
What a terrible episode.
Loved it.
Yes, we're moving on up.
Happy holidays, everybody. Remember, life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay-as-you-work up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. Listen, the holidays are here, y'all. Have you been to the mall? Have you tried to find a last-minute gift for your boo thing that you just found on, a dating app? Like, don't be a cheapo. Even if you don't have the money, that's why Earnin is there. Download the Earnin app, y'all. I'm telling you, it will save you. Make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about stability, security, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind. So, download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in JXD under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. JXD under podcast. Subject to your available earnings locations, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.